Well, good morning from McKenzie Mountain. It's the 12th of September. What a glorious morning. It is absolutely beautiful. I'm looking at some fog down there in the valley, San Poyo Valley down in there. Clear skies. I see some clouds off into the south, but perfectly calm and still. I think I might have said that 47 degrees outside. Sure tell the weather's changing. Chickens picking on each other down there. Sure tell the weather's changing. Last night, well, I think it's only supposed to get to be 67 today, which means that at some point my heater in my RV is going to be on throughout the day. I set it at 69 degrees, and so it's going to come on throughout the day at various times, I assume, to keep it at 69 degrees through the day. Last night, I always set it at 62 at night, and of course, I mean, I started doing that in about the middle of August when it started cooling down to 50s, and so just in case we have a really freeze or something, because the heater is what keeps the lines. It's got in the RV, it's got heater vents that are down in where the water lines are, and so you keep those from freezing up, and by having the heater on, so that if it gets that cold like that. And so I just wanted it on some, but it's never come on, and it didn't come on last night. But when I got up this morning at 5 o'clock, it was 63 inside the trailer, so it was real close. It's definitely cooling down. Today I'm going to be trying to, I've got to get some propane for sure. I'm also going to, I think if I remember right, the inspector talked about, that did our forms, inspected the forms and the rebar, talked about I think it was called an oofer rod. Might have said that in the video about after the inspection. It's the lightning rod, and you actually put a 20-foot piece of rebar with a 90 bend at 90 degrees at 1 foot, 1 foot bend, and you put that into the rebar, bury it into the concrete, and that becomes your lightning rod, rather than trying to drive a rod straight down into the ground. And so I'll try to figure out how to do that today. I'll have to do some research and study and talk to David about that. I know they're going to come and work around the place today, and then I'll be doing stuff, getting ready for the messages that we'll be doing in Brewster this week. And also my wife and I are both speaking in Puyallup. She's speaking at the ladies conference, and I'll be speaking on Sunday after the ladies conference in Puyallup. So I'll also want to be getting ahead of for those messages, because what's happening is we'll be heading down to Puyallup, and in order to make that trip work for my dog, I'm going to take my camper, my RPod camper, and take it to Kennewick to my mom's house. My sister is going to babysit my dog Cola Bear, starting. We're going to do that, I think, on Tuesday or Wednesday, I can't remember which one. And then we'll be driving from there after dropping off the trailer in Kennewick in the Tri-Cities. Then we'll head over to Puyallup on the west side of the state, and we'll be there until Monday. On Monday, we'll drive back to Kennewick, spend a day or two with Mom. Then we'll drive on Tuesday to Yakima. We're going to spend 3 days in Yakima at the Home Missions Conference in Yakima. Then we'll drive back to Kennewick to get the RPod, and we'll come back and pull the RPod back to Brewster, drop it off. We'll stay in Brewster for the services after that, and then come back on them. So we'll be gone very close to 2 full weeks out of town. And because of that, I wouldn't be able to have a way to watch my dog that whole time. So I've got plans for my sister to help me with that.